Yo, what's good, guys? We're back with another video. Obviously, in this video, we're gonna be talking about how we're gonna be trading with Trump Speaks. I freaking made this video like 3 times. This shit keeps fucking breaking, bro. Like, holy crap, I'm gonna crash out. Okay, so I'm gonna just go fucking fast because this shit is gonna break. Okay, so when we're trading Trump Speaks, we obviously don't trade when Trump speaks usually, but now we're going to be implementing our system on NAS. Okay, this is a new system. Step one, what are you going to do? From 5 a.m. to 6:25, you're going to mark up the high and the low. What does that look like? Okay, so what's the highest point from 5 a.m.? Okay, if we go to 5 a.m., the highest point the market pushed before we opened was what? At 5:20. So you're going to mark up that high. Okay, boom. What's the lowest point that price pushed after before the open? The lowest point. It's going to be here at 620. That's the lowest low we created in price. Okay, we're gonna wait for this. So basically, what you're doing is you're gonna. Oh my God, my dog's going crazy! Holy shit! Ah. Okay, so 625. We're waiting for the candle to open. Okay, so you have your limit at the high and your limit at the low. What you're waiting for do is waiting for price to tag one at the open because Trump's speaking. Okay, so we have our limit at the low and our limit at the high. What is the 630 candle gonna do? Boom, 630 candle gets us in. Right, your limit would be set, so you would sell off here. You would have a 50-point stop loss. Your 50-point stop loss is gonna be doubled from what we usually do. So you're gonna have to drop down to micro contracts to risk 5 micro contracts on NAS because it's gonna be $500. If you risk one mini with a 50-point stop loss, that's $1,000. It's too much. So we need to drop down to micros. Okay, that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Drop down to micros, add micros on Top Step, or whatever you trade. Add five. Set your limits at the high and the low from 5 a.m. to 6:25. Okay, and then you're gonna have a 75-point take profit. Okay, so it's 75 points. So boom, your limit got you in and you won, okay? We're gonna go over last week of my fucking internet doesn't crash out or I don't crash out before my internet does, all right? So we're gonna lock in. Holy crap. Freaking Zoom, because I record this shit on Zoom and this shit's booty. Like, bro, what the hell, bro? I'm gonna need to freaking crash out on the Zoom CEO, bro. Tell him this shit's ass. All right, so we're gonna go to 7, okay? We're gonna go to freaking 5 minute. Okay. Same thing here. We're gonna delete all this. Okay. So, like, what's step one? Okay, if you're new, you're like, what's step one? All right. So, step one is you're gonna look at the market before 6:30. Okay, so the last candle you'll be looking at is 6:25 before the open. From 5 a.m., what's the lowest point in the market? Okay, this would be the lowest point, right? So you're gonna mark up this low. Okay, what's the highest point in the market from 6 before the open? It's here, right? So you're gonna set a limit here for a sell. Okay, and you're going to set your buy limit up here once the 625 candle closes because you know this is the highest point in the market. Okay. So you're going to put a buy limit here. All right. So now we're waiting for the 630 candle to give us our entry, either if it drops for a sell or wicks us in for a buy because your limit will be very close. So you'll get in quick, right? So what does it do? Price jumps. Your entry would have been right here on the limit. You would have had a 50-point stop loss. Okay. You would have your 75-point take profit, and boom, your TP got smashed within 1 minute, 2 minutes. Okay. So, step one is you're going to mark up your high and your low of the session 5 a.m. from 6:25 to 5. Okay. You're always going to have a 50-point stop loss. You're always going to be running 5 micro contracts on an eval. Okay. When you get to expressed, you can only run two contracts. That's fine. Okay. Your take profit's always going to be 75 points. Okay. You're always going to be risking 500 to make 750. Okay. Step four, you need to put your stops at break even at a 1-to-1. So what does that look like? Let's say I get in this trade and I see that I'm floating $500. Okay. So boom, we get in here, price is trickling up, and I see that I'm at a 1-to-1. I'm dragging my stop loss to break even. It's going to be a risk-free trade. Every single time that it hits a 1-to-1, you automatically have to drag your stop loss to break even no matter what, because sometimes the trade's playing around and you could avoid a loss. Okay. So stop loss goes at break even. Okay. Let's do another day. And I'll be sending my screenshots to the Discord. I'll link the free Discord in the link, because I'll be sending how my chart is looking when I'm marking up highs and lows when we're trading Trump Speaks. So you guys could know if you're marking it up right or wrong. And then it's kind of the same thing. The candles are moving the same pace. They're moving fast. You need to be locked in. You need to be setting limits fast. It's just the way we trade. Um, so obviously we see this, right? From 5 a.m., which is here, what's the highest point in the market? Okay, the highest point we went was at this wick at 510. So you're going to put your buy limit there, right? You would just right click, put your limit. Okay, what's the lowest point in the market? We can't put this low. Why? Because it's at 4 a.m., it's before 5. Okay, then we're going to put our limit at the lowest point, which is created at a 625 candle. Okay, and then you're setting your limits at 630. It's going to get you in at 1. Okay. Boom. What do we get in? We get a sell position here automatically when Trump speaks. Okay. Boom. You had a 50-point stop loss. Okay. And then you're going to get your 75-point take profit. Boom. Take profit smashed. Back to back wins. Okay. You've only lost like once, and which was today, but you haven't lost all of January, or you just lost once in February. So it's pretty good. So that was Monday and Tuesday. Let's go to Wednesday, last example. And you guys could rewatch this video if you guys are struggling. So let's go to one more example. I did it so well in the first video, but like, bro, that shit crashed me out. So I was like, fuck it, I just gotta speed run this bitch. Like, bro, I don't know what's gonna happen. So 625. Okay. So if we go to 5 a.m., what's the highest point in the market? Okay, the highest point that we created at this time was this wick here. Okay. Then the lowest point was here at 605 in the market. So what are you doing? You're setting your limits both at the high and the low. Sell limit here, buy limit here. What does the candle do? Boom, you get in for a sell position here. Your sell, you would have a 50-point stop loss. Okay. Then you would have got your 75-point take profit just like that. Boom. So that's 3 back-to-back wins. You're up like almost 2,000 in 3 days. Totally good. So just make sure you're always going to be setting your both limits on the highs and the lows. Make sure you're putting your stop loss at break even. Once you're hitting a 1-to-1, stop loss goes to break even. Let the trade play out. Risk-free trade, you're banging. Okay. So that's his new system for when Trump is speaking on NASDAQ. Obviously, we know we trade US 30 when Trump speaks. So if you don't want to trade US 30 because you're not used to it, just trade this when Trump's speaking on NAS days. Obviously, you guys know in the Discord, I announce when we'll be trading, when we will be trading, when there's no red folder news, even if Trump speaks now because we have this. So that is the video. Rewatch it, watch it a bunch of times, test it. You'll see it when, and just let's show up tomorrow. I'll put the link of the free Discord in the description. Lock in, boys. Time to make some bread. Get straight to the fucking point, bro. I'm not trying to sell nothing, bro. Like, fuck all that. We're just trying to make some money, bro. I hate all these gurus, bro. They're annoying as hell. Like, just make me money, bro. They have such a gay system of like trying to sell you a dream. Like, bro, I'm just trying to make some money, please. So, all right, that's the video. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.